Another one? What's with these guys?
Hello everyone and welcome to Red United TV. It's your boy Ivorian Spice, and of course welcome to the latest Manchester United news. I know it's been a long time for you guys, but I thought I'd just deliver you a nice short live stream for you guys to enjoy as well. For those who are tuned in, for those who are not tuned in and watching on playback, big up to you. Remember to subscribe, smash that like button, and also remember to share, because sharing Ivorian Spice is caring. For those who want to contribute to this channel, you can always contribute via the link description, via PayPal, and also send your super chats while we are live. But let's get straight into it, because I've got so much to talk about. I've got about 4 topics to talk about in a space of 20 to 30 minutes. This won't last too long. For those who are new, remember to smash that like button. But here in this show today, I'm here to discuss, of course, John Mourtough, who came out latest delivering today's news regarding the Manchester United's future. As you can see, the title of it is John Mourtough reveals Manchester United plan. Also, Richard Arnold speaking as well. Manchester United also targeting a player, a Nigerian player. And last but not least, news on what happened with the previous regime, as Manchester United have released that they have paid their staff. But first, I want to talk about today's hot news, which is John Mourtough, who released a statement after having his meeting, Manchester United having their quarterly meeting. John Mourtough addressing to shareholders and the fans or wherever, people in the fan scheme. I don't know what it is, but big up to those who are tuning in. But yes, he addressed those in the meeting, those in the fan scheme, for the shareholders, about the plans of Manchester United, where they see Manchester United going, etc. But apart from that, yeah, I'm happy about that. Things that he said are very questionable. But what I'm going to do right now, guys, is share my screen so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. So if I just share my screen, as you can see there, from the One Football app, stay right there, guys. Make sure you download the One Football app. So what I will do, I'll skim through, read through it, and then I'll give you my opinion on what I feel of the situation. So as you can see here, Director of Football John Mourtough and CEO Richard Arnold have given Manchester United fan an update on the behind-the-scenes works being done at Manchester United. As you can see there, quote, John Mourtough, who said, overall, while there is potential for further improvement and progress, we do feel that we now have the right structure in place across our men, women, and academy teams to support long-term success, and we'll continue working relentlessly and investing to achieve that, said Mourtough. Mourtough also said that he wants to stress that everyone at the club is aligned on a clear strategy to deliver sustained success on the pitch. Whether that's true from what we've seen so far is debatable. Mourtough then went to say, yes, so John Mourtough also spoke about how for next season, regarding that, he spoke about the next manager, who they're looking at, who they want as well. He also spoke about the next manager achieving stuff as not just trying to finish in top 4, but to compete and also compete in Europe. It's interesting. Mourtough also revealed that Manchester United have started to thoroughly start their process of finding their new manager, which is crazy because I would have thought by the time they sacked Ollie, they would have straight away looked for a new manager. Of course, we had the interim right there, Ralph Ragnick, but again, Manchester United should have been in like the final stages of their manager search if they were really serious about this. You know, it makes no sense to me how Manchester United are telling us that they're in the process of finding a new manager when they should have done it from about what, November to about now. They should be on their last and final stages of their manager. They should be saying, you know what, these are the two managers that we're going to approach. And we have identified, for example, as you can see on my thumbnail, Eric Ten Hag and Mauricio Pochettino, because they have been listed as the leading candidate, including Luis Enrique and other managers. But for you to be here right now, not telling us, telling us that, oh, you're in a thorough process of finding a new manager, it's not good enough. Right now, Manchester United should be announcing their new manager to take over in the summer. Yes, I know we're in the middle of a season, but still, Manchester United should be telling us that this person, so and so, will be coming at the end of the season. That's how top club works. Do you agree with me or not, guys? For those who are watching, make sure you let me know in the in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. But do you agree with me? Manchester United, by now, as we are in March, close to the end of what, 2 or 3 more months until the season ends, should be announcing the new manager. I know it disrupts other teams' seasonal progress, but I don't give a damn. These guys shouldn't care. We're Manchester United. We don't care. We want our manager, we're gonna get our manager. So Manchester United should have already announced their manager by now. But as you know, Manchester United are backwards in the things that they do. They do things tremendously slow. They don't know how to wine and dine women. They struggle at that. Foreplay is the longest of them all. They can never excite us, which is a sad thing. They can never make us erupt. They can never excite us, make us climax. So it's a long way. So I'm assuming by the end of the season, Manchester United themselves will declare who their manager is. That's how it's going to be. It'll probably be in the second week at the end of the season, third week at the end of the season, close to the. I won't be surprised if it's close towards the end of the, for example, the end of the summer break, close to the start of the season, and that's when they announce it, because they like to do signings very late. Second on the agenda, guys, as we move on from that, we have Richard Arnold, who finally spoke to the media, addressed the Manchester United fans. And I'm going to show you exactly what was stated. Again, guys, make sure you download the One Football app as well. This news is coming from the Manchester United Evening News, where it says that Manchester United Chief Executive Richard Arnold, of course, just newly appointed, has told supporters that they have believed in their club ability to produce a world-class footballing environment. A world-class footballing environment. You got to be kidding me, right? You've had all these years working on that pum Ed Woodward, and you're telling me the club does have the abilities. They got the money, they got the fans, they got the infrastructure, one of the best training facilities in the world to be a world-class footballing environment. But yet what they do, the way they practice, they just don't get there. They don't show us that they're really serious about it. Arnold, of course, speaking about revenues and etc., addressing the shareholders, he stated that, of course, there's been a revenue where 7.3% of the previous year has improved. He also spoke about the position for the months since succeeding Executive Vice Chairman Ed Woodward, and his first comment alongside of that as earning press release. He stressed that Manchester United's strategy is to win. That's the long term. Everyone associated with Manchester United should have believed in the opportunities that lies ahead of us, both on the pitch and in the way we engage and serve our fans, says Arnold. We have clear vision and we are implementing a strategy to win with an empowered leadership team to drive that forward. We will foster a cluster of excellence through a world-class footballing environment while strengthening the role of fans at heart of the club and harness the power of Manchester United, making a positive impact on people, the environment, and society. All of this will be supported by sustainable operating model that ensures the club is strong for the present and secure future. Mind-blowing things that you read right there, it's whether you believe him or not, because I have heard that Richard Arnold himself is very keen on focusing on the business side while he likes to have footballing people handle the football side. And it's so interesting because I really want to see that. Sorry, guys, I just need to get my charger. I really want to see what Richard Arnold will do at Manchester United. Is he a man of his word? Will he be handing the football side of things to footballing men such as Ralph Ragnick at the end of the season? Will he take his consulting role, or would he give him a new role, which is, for example, sporting director, where he's above John Mourtough himself? Because I don't believe John Mourtough is experienced enough to take Manchester United into the next level. You guys, let me know what you think about that. Do you think John Mourtough is experienced enough to take Manchester United to the next level? Big up Rich Sports that says, good to see at least there's a plan. There is a plan. Manchester United have always said there's been a plan, but whether they can execute this plan and show us that this plan is effective is another question. But apart from that, exactly what Richard Arnold said, addressing the shareholders and etc., the fan forum, if there was any fan that attended, there is a plan in place. And I want to see that. I'm looking forward to that, guys. Next on the agenda is Manchester United being linked with a player called Victor Osimhen, the Nigerian sensation that plays for Napoli, who has been quoted for about £84 million. 84 million pounds. I think people these days, teams these days, ever since Manchester United signed Harry Slabhead Maguire, take us for jokes. Take us for a team that we can take advantage of them because their strategy is not good enough. The way they target players, the amount they offer, we know that we can bump them. We can bump Manchester United. Big up for those who are tuning. Remember to smash that like button. Remember to share as well. And of course, if you're new, subscribe to the channel. This is going across Twitch and also Facebook. So for those who are on Facebook, make sure you like the content. Of course, as always trying to deliver you the good content as always. But yes, as I was saying before regarding the transfer, ever since we signed Harry Maguire, people take us for dickheads. People take us for mumus, as they say. People take us for imbeciles, They try us, They're out here singing Days Loaf, Well, try me. But listen, at the end of the day, Manchester United is there for because we've shown that we're desperate in the past, and we're still desperate. But this is the player right there, as you can see, coming in from the One Football Lab. Make sure you download that, guys. There's that Manchester United pit Napoli ace Victor Osimhen as the man to replace Cristiano Ronaldo, and he has been quoted for about £84 million, as I was saying before. And I haven't seen much of this Napoli striker. I don't really know much about him. I don't know whether he's worth 84 million. Maybe because it's Manchester United. They thought, oh, you know what? Yeah, it's Man United. Let's take advantage. This guy's only worth 40 million, but let's push it. Let's see if we can get 80 million, and they'll go for it because they're desperate to get back to the top. And we are desperate to get back to the top. You saw that. Certain transfers where you question, is this 80 million worth? Is this 50 million worth? Is this player X, Y, and Z? Does this player deserve this salary? We've been bumped several times, and we love being bumped. I just don't know why. We have a thing about it. We're attracted to being bumped, If Manchester United had the email account and someone sent them an email account saying, I'm a Nigerian prince, blah, 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 this and that, or what's it called? I'm related to the Nigerian king, and what's it of this X, Y, and Z. Please, can you enter your account details and all that kind of stuff? They will fall for it. They will fall for the 419, guys, and get bumped. Yes, and get scammed. Because why? We're idiots and we're fools. But reading here says that Ronaldo's move back to United is a sensational transfer for previous summer as the Portugal skipper returned to the club where he made his name after spending 3 years in Italy. Despite hitting the ground running the season by scoring a brace on his second debut with the club, Ronaldo has not hit the usual heights expected from him since. Hardly scoring in the Red Devils' past few games. It says here that a blockbuster summer transfer. Manchester United are interested in this Osimhen. Well founded for this season, but Manchester club will need to cough up a whopping 84 million if they are to convince Napoli to part with their Nigerian striker. I don't know how much goals this Nigerian boy has scored. It says that the Serie A is quoting a jaw-dropping price for a player who is only 22, and it remains to be seen if this amount will affect United's pursuit of the striker. However, they need a striker is evidence given their current lack of goals up front, and the Nigerian may be one to solve the problems. It doesn't really say much, this article saying much about how much goals he scored or what's he about. But it's interesting to read, guys, and I thought I should let you guys know that it is an interesting read. Again, last but not least, the last news I will deliver to you, and of course, more news to come during the week. Manchester United themselves have announced that they have paid off some of the staff members of the Oli regime, the previous regime. As I like to say, Lord Voldemort, the name that we shouldn't say. Yes. So yes, as it says here, Manchester United confirmed payout for social staff. It's reported that about 10 million has been paid out to the sack of Manchester United's social and his social and his staff. This come out from the Daily News says that the club have released their financial report in the second quarter of the 2022 financial year. It also reveals a rise of club debt over the past 12 months to 494.8 million. Bad. It is really bad. It's really bad. So between them, from their former employee paid out about 10 million. It has previously been reported that Social was due 7.5 million in advance of his sacking. United have also handed a new contract to his backroom staff a matter of weeks before having their deal terminated. Wow. Manchester United had a lot of people giving them giving them a new contract. It's poor. Knowing that the guy's future was questionable at certain periods of time where fans themselves was like, you know what, he got to go. He still gave some of his staff members a new contract, which is appalling. And it just shows how badly managed and badly run Manchester United are, making poor decisions like that. You didn't even the guy wasn't doing too well, but you're still looking to reward him with a new contract after getting into the Europa League final and losing it to a team of Villarreal that's got less than 10,000, 12,000, 14,000 people. But it is what it is. Well, that's your latest Manchester United news, guys. Always remember to subscribe, smash that like button. Let me know what you think of today's news as well. What you thought of the John Mourtough situation where Manchester United want to have their plans to, become a world-class footballing environment, what Richard Arnold said. Let me know about the transfer news with Victor Osimhen, and also your thoughts on Manchester United paying out Ole Gunnar social staff. Last but not least, as always, remember to subscribe and smash that like button, and remember to share for those who are new as well. Press that notification bell so you can get all the notice when I go live and when I upload a new video. But it is what it is. As always, remember to keep it united and remember to keep it Red United, because your boy is out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.